Hello students, welcome again. Today we are going to start our writing work in class 7th SST History chapter 1 Tracing Changes Through 1,000 Years. Students, yesterday we have done let's recall question answer. Question number 1, question number 2, state whether true or false. And question number 3, fill in the blanks. And question number 4, we have done question number 5. Okay. So today we will start from let's understand. Okay. So students, let's start the question answer of let's understand. Okay. So write down let's understand. Let's understand. चलिए समझते हैं. ओके, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. चलिए समझते हैं. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 6. Question number 6. Let's understand. And what's the question, students? I am writing here. In what ways? In what ways? In what ways has the meaning of the term Hindustan. Okay, the term Hindustan changed over the century. Changed over the century. Over the centuries. All right. Question mark. In what ways has the meaning of the term Hindustan changed over the century? कई दशकों तक ओके हिंदुस्तान शब्द का अर्थ बदलता रहा. अलग अलग राजा आए, सुल्तान आए, अलग अलग युग में हिंदुस्तान शब्द का अर्थ अलग अलग रहा. तो वो क्या अलग अलग शब्द रहा, क्या उसका मीन्स रहा, तो उस बारे में हम समझेंगे. सो स्टूडेंट्स, राइट आंसर. Okay, as you know, the meaning of the term Hindustan has changed over the centuries in the different manners. In 13th century, Minhaj-e-Siraj used the term Hindustan, and in the 16th century, poet Babar used the term Hindustan to describe the geography, and Hindustan did not carry the political and national meaning as the term India does today. Okay, so we have to scribe in this way. So write down of this answer the meaning of the term. The meaning of the term Hindustan. The meaning of the term Hindustan has changed over the century. Changed over the century. Over the century. Okay. In the following manner. We have to write in different following manner. Centuries in the following manner. Alright. So again I am repeating, the meaning of the term Hindustan has changed over the centuries in the following manner. And what's the manner? We will write here. Number 1, in the 13th century. In the 13th century, in the 13th centuries, ओके, मिन्हाज सिराज, एज यू नो ना, जब हमने चैप्टर में पढ़ा था कि मिन्हाज सिराज ने हिंदुस्तान शब्द को क्या कहा था, उन्होंने कुछ पर्टिकुलर हरियाणा, पंजाब एंड द लैंड्स बिटवीन गंगा एंड यमुना के एरियाज को उन्होंने हिंदुस्तान वर्ड में डिफाइन किया था. सो वी विल राइट इन द 13th century मिन्हाज सिराज, मिन्हाज Siraj, Siraj, Minhaj Siraj used the term Hindustan. Okay, use the term Hindustan. All right. And he meant, what he meant, Minhaj Siraj, he meant the areas of Punjab, Haryana and the lands between Ganga and Yamuna. So write down, he meant what? Areas of Punjab. He meant areas of Punjab, Haryana, Haryana and the lands between the Ganga and Yamuna. Between the Ganga and Yamuna. Okay. Between the Ganga and Yamuna, and he used this term in a political sense also. Okay, so he used this term. He used this term in a political sense that were a part of the dominion of the Delhi. Okay, part of the dominions of the Delhi Sultanate. SULTANATE of the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, and the term never included South India. Keep it mind students, हमने उस चैप्टर रीडिंग में भी पढ़ा था कि जब मिन्हाज सिराज ने हिंदुस्तान शब्द को डिफाइन किया था, हिंदुस्तान शब्द को बनाया था, तो उन्होंने बोला था ये पंजाब, हरियाणा और गंगा यमुना के बीच के स्थान है. और अगर इसे राजनीतिक वे पे देखा जाए तो उन्होंने बोला था कि इसमें जो दिल्ली सल्तनत के जितने भी राज्य हैं, जितना भी क्षेत्र है, वो हिंदुस्तान के अंदर आएगा. और इस टर्म में उन्होंने कभी भी साउथ इंडिया को इंक्लूड नहीं किया था. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट टू राइट द टर्म never included. The term never included South India. All right, South India. Okay, and the second manner, okay, and the second manner of the meaning of the term Hindustan has changed over the century is according to the poet Babur. Okay, and which time, which era? In the 16th century. So write down, in the 16th century. In the 16th centuries, okay, Century you will write, students, C-E-N-T-U-R-Y. In the 16th centuries, poet Babur, okay, poet Babur. In the 16th century, poet Babur, B-A-B-U-R, poet Babur used the term Hindustan, used the term Hindustan, okay, use the term Hindustan to describe the geography, to describe the geography, okay, and to describe the term geography, we have to write geography, the fauna and the culture. The fauna, F-A-U-N-A, the fauna and the culture of the inhabitants, okay, of the inhabitants, H-A-B-I-T-A-N-T-S, inhabitants of the subcontinent, of the subcontinent, okay, of the subcontinent. And next is in 14th century, in 14th century, okay, in 14th century, poet Amir Khusro, all right, poet Amir Khusro, K-H-U-S-R-A-U, Amir Khusro used the term, okay, Hind in the same sense, all right, Hind from Hindustan, Hind in the same sense as Babur did in the 16th century. In the 16th century, all right. And fourth different manner of Hindustan term is used. Hindustan did not carry the political and national meaning. Political and national meaning, N-A-T-I-O-N-A-L, national meaning, political and national meaning as the term India, okay, H the term, okay, as the term India, as the term India does today, alright. So Hindustan did not carry the political and national meaning as the term India does today, alright. So next question, students, write down question number 7. Question number 7. And the question number 7 is, how were the affairs of okay, how were the affairs of Jati regulated? Okay, how were the affairs of जाति regulated? कैसे जाति मामला बना, कैसे जाति मामले सामने आए, किन कारणों से जाति मामले हुए और इनका क्या बेस था, क्या इनकी डिटेल हमें लिखनी है. ओके, जस्ट लाइक जाति फॉर्म देयर ओन रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन. किसने उसे बनाया, किसने बनाया था? शासकों ने, उनके नियमों ने. ओके, और कहाँ पर ये बड़े लोगों की मीटिंग होती थी, पंचायत में कैसी मीटिंग होती थी, जाति पंचायत, और इसके क्या रूल्स रेगुलेशन से. सो वी हैव टू राइट हियर. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो राइट आंसर 7. The affairs of Jati, the affairs of Jati, the affairs of Jatis were, कैसे रेगुलेट हुआ था? ओके, were regulated in the following ways. In the following ways. All right, the affairs of Jati were regulated in the following way. As you know, Jati formed their own rules and regulation, and it was an assembly of elders called Jati Panchayat. Okay, हमने पढ़ा था ना. और it enforced the rules and regulations. So start from number 1 point of this. Jatis formed their own rules, and regulations, Okay, Jati formed their own rules and regulation. And second one, there was an assembly. There was an assembly of elders called Jati Panchayat. Okay, Jati Panchayat. And third one, it enforced the rules and regulations. All right, rules and regulations. All right, it enforced the rules and regulations. And the next number 4 is Jati were also directed to follow the rules of the village. All right, so write Jatis were also directed, D-I-R-E-C-T-E-D, also directed to follow the rules, of the village, Okay, and last point is very important. Several villages were governed by a chieftain. Okay, several several villages were governed by, okay, अनेकों गांव क्या होते थे, उनके मुखिया के द्वारा शासित होते थे, ओके, governed by a chieftain, ओके, तो गांव में किनका शासन चलता था, वहां के मुखिया का शासन चलता था. ऑलराइट, नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. Question 8, and the question is, what does the term pan-regional, okay, regional, right, empire mean? Empire mean. So now write answer. Okay, pan-regional empire means क्या होता है स्टूडेंट? It's the empire crossing its region and spreading over several other regions. ठीक है, इसका अर्थ होता है ये ऐसे क्षेत्र होते हैं, ऐसे एम्पायर होते हैं जो कि अपनी सत्ता को, अपने क्षेत्र को बहुत अधिक अनेकों क्षेत्रों में फैलाते रहते हैं. सो राइट डाउन pan-regional. Okay, regional empire means empire means empire means M-E-A-N-S. Empire means, okay, the empire crossing. Empire means the empire crossing its region, and spreading over over several other regions. All right. So pan-regional empire means the empire crossing its region and spreading over several other regions. All right. Now students, next question is about let's discuss. Okay, next question is about let's discuss. And students, we will discuss, all right, about some questions. Let's discuss. So I am telling you in which point, in which question we have to discuss, all right. So it's question number 9. What are the difficulties? Okay, what are the difficulties? difficulties. What are the difficulties historians? What are the difficulties historians faced in using manuscripts? Okay, what are the difficulties historians faced in using manuscript? स्टूडेंट, जैसा हमने चैप्टर एक्सप्लेनेशन में पढ़ा था कि इतिहासकारों को मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट यूज करते समय, पांडुलिपियों का यूज करते समय किन किन कठिनाइयों का सामना करना पड़ा था। हमने देखा था कि समय के साथ साथ वर्ष बदलते बदलते उन पांडुलिपियों में जो उनकी प्रतिलिपियां बनाई गई थी इतिहासकारों के द्वारा, तो उसमें कुछ बहुत परिवर्तन आते गए और उन छोटे परिवर्तनों से उस शब्द का पूरा अर्थ बदल जा रहा था, जिसकी वजह से इस इतिहासकारों को बहुत ज्यादा कठिनाई का सामना करना पड़ा। और क्यों लोग उसे लिपिक की सहायता से लिखते थे, उसकी प्रतिलिपि बनाते थे प्राचीन समय में? Because there was no printing press in the 13th or 14th centuries. All right, students. So you will discuss in classroom. All right, but this time I am telling you some points about the discuss in the difficulties historians faced in using manuscript. Okay, students. So I will tell you, historians faced a lot of difficulties while using manuscripts because there was, number one point, there was no printing press in the 13th or 14th century. Okay, and scribes in those days made manuscripts by hand. That's why so much difficulties to collect their records. Okay, and secondly, to copy was not an easy exercise. Scribes could not read the handwriting of other writers. All right, बिकॉज क्या होता था कि जब कोई भी व्यक्ति किसी पांडुलिपि की कॉपी करता था अपने हाथों से, तो यह इजी टास्क नहीं था, यह आसान काम नहीं था। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो उनको बहुत ज़्यादा कठिनाई का सामना करना पड़ता था जो उस चीज़ की कॉपी करता था, उस रिकॉर्ड की कॉपी करता था। एंड स्क्राइब्स कुड नॉट रीड द हैंडराइटिंग ऑफ द अदर राइटर्स। और दूसरा जो इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्टर था कि उसको कॉपी करके जब कोई इतिहासकार उस कॉपी को पढ़ता था, उसका अध्ययन करता, तो ये भी ईजी नहीं था कि दूसरे की हैंडराइटिंग को प्रॉपर समझ पाना। तो ये सारी डिफिकल्टीज थी। एंड थर्ड वन वी कैन से दे वर फोर्स टू गैस, बिकॉज क्यों उनको फोर्स होना पड़ता था गैस करने के लिए? बिकॉज सो देयर वर स्मॉल एंड बट सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंसेस इन द कॉपी ऑफ द स्क्राइब्स। ऑलराइट, जो उनको प्रतिलिपियां मिलती थी वो अदर पर्सन के द्वारा लिखी मिलती थी। किसी की हैंडराइटिंग बहुत स्मॉल होती थी, किसी की कंजस्टेड होती थी। ओके, तो इन सभी वजह